on the website, so if you guys want to check those out, you can. The website shows on our homepage, and then the coupons also have their own page that has a link from the homepage. So if you want to print one out or see who's offering what, check that out. And if there's a coupon that you guys want to put on the webpage, just submit that to, you can actually get the application, the approval website offer application from the website, and then you can just go ahead and email me in a PDF form or a picture form what you would like me to put as your advertisement.
Right. So the coupon for the website was mainly to help promote our businesses within the community and to generate more traffic to our website. Any other questions? Moving on to the business plan for the chamber. We did get this information and we talked about it at one time or another. I don't think we've really done much on it. I started working on it a little bit, but it's quite complicated. It's going to take the board some time to put it together. So it's just a business plan that we'd like to put together for the chamber. Moving on, the Diamond Street project. I did talk with John. This would be Zach's gentleman up in Bakersfield. We did talk about doing a ribbon cutting for Diamond Street. It sounded like they wanted to hold off until we got the lines put on the street and got lights installed. And it sounded like they were going to get those installed before our parade in September Fest, but it's kind of hard to say. Ryan, you don't really have any update on that.
We're just waiting for anything. Okay, it's the same thing I said last month, so it's hard for me to say it again. But we're just waiting for the streetlights to get put in, and that's up to them. So.
Yeah, they did seal coat the whole street there?
Yeah, they slurry coated the middle there.
Yeah, so the street looks pretty good again. And once the street lights are in and the lines are done, it'll look finished. And then we could do a ribbon cutting at that time. Maybe we want to look at doing a barbecue at our property on the same time. Same day. Any questions on the Diamond Street? Okay, moving on to the event center. We did get our funds from the county to start our event center. The committee did meet and came up with all the plans for our event center. We do have bathrooms put in there, but unless we get some big donations from some bigger companies, the bathrooms will be something that will go in down the road. Right now we're focused on putting up our canopy, which is going to be our stage. We're working with Al Carlson, which is the architect. He drew the site plan for us, and Gene Melchers is a contractor as to how we get built. And then I talked with PJ from their builder. They're the ones donating the canopy, and they said that they would help the logistics of putting it together. We talked with the gentleman that said he would be willing to help with the block wall that we would need. And I still need to contact the gentleman that block company from Bakersfield that actually owns the site that's south at Sierra Highway, because they have a lot of materials sitting there, and I was hoping to get see if they donate some of the blocks to us for our project. So we are moving kind of slowly on it. The next step is to get a permits for the electrical and permits for the stage. It's the two key items that we're going to start working on. And then the other part of the event center is car wash wall, paint and mural on it. We've sort of figured out what we want to do on the low walls. That's the desert scenery and that. We haven't really decided as to what we want to do with that big blue wall. I know you wanted to approve what we do on it, so we'll have that available. And I'm sure the board is going to vote to approve that. So if you have any ideas or designs of what we should put on that big part of that wall, you have to get the information to us soon, and we'll analyze it at least. So if anybody in the audience has an idea idea of what we should put on there. The comments right now, talking with Jed, is that he'd like to put a big yucca tree on there and some type of desert scenery that we would use would be the backstop for a photo op or something, for people that come out to our area. We wanted to see the desert out there. So that's what we're doing right now.
If they want a desert background for a photograph, well, that's good. You know, so let's get. I don't know if we have some historical photos of what Roseman used to look like, or maybe there's a welcome to Roseman sign, but you know, dress it up so that if they use it as a backdrop, they'll see this is Roseman.
Okay. Well, you can send us some ideas if you'd like to.
Well, I can't draw that good.
Idea.
Well, if you get us ideas, I can run it by Jed. He's pretty open to the idea. It's just a big wall. Sometimes he says it looks so big and massive, and then other times he says it appears small. So, as an artist, you see it from different angles.
I think one of these should get some old picture of Roseman when they were in school.
When you were saying that, I was wondering maybe something that would
Something
go
that,
back.
like I'm talking about what Roseman looked like 40, 50 years ago. Because I seen him in the old board, you know. So if you could help us, you know, see if we could get a couple of
I'll look around and see.
There's actually a Facebook page that has a lot of the historical photos that people have shared that show different parts of Roseman. Maybe we should look on there and see if there's anything to be done.
We could get it was called a little club. Used to have a bowling alley and everything.
If you'd like to send information to the chamber, we're more than willing to look at it. Once again, it's Bill's wall, it's not actually on our wall, so he will definitely have a say in what we do with it. We do have a part of it. Yeah, he's paying the 10%, so the chamber's not paying anything for that part of it. But it will be a major part of our event center because it's that side of the wall. We are looking to put a block wall along the back of the property. We put gates in there. I talked with Lorelei a little bit about the sound. If we're going to have bands playing downtown, and we have to show respect to the neighborhood that we have. And I think if you go over 6 foot high for block walls, then you run into some additional problems. So we're still working through all that. And, some of that might take months to work out. But we like to get started on that. Any other comments or questions? Okay, then we're going to move on to new business. I suppose about 9 months ago, I met with the CPA in Lancaster and we filed a federal exemption for taxes. And we got that approved. And once we got that approved, then we had to file for the state exemptions for a nonprofit. And we just got the paperwork back, and they went back to when we originally got our nonprofit status. So from when we got our nonprofit status, the state recognizes us as a nonprofit organization. So now, when we have those two statements, we can solicit Edison to join the chamber. They was a member of the chamber back in '95, that they said that they couldn't join until we had a nonprofit status from the feds in the state. So Edison, the gas company, Charter Communication is a member already. We might look at AT&T and some of the other bigger companies. Most of those want the nonprofit status from the government before they'll join. So we're thinking about looking at Northrop, Boeing, or some of those other big companies to help support the chamber of commerce. So we do have that done, that part's done. The next item we have to look at, Laura and I was going to meet with the tax preparers in town here and go over what we might have to do for the chamber. Being our fiscal year just ended in June. So Laura and I are most likely to meet with them in the next few weeks on that. Any questions or comments? I think the Valley Press had the article about
the
the grants.
grants.
And I actually, Yeah, and actually I contacted Ross about it, and he really didn't have any information. In the Valley Press, there was an article talking about what they gave last year, and it looks like you're gonna have a little bit more money this year. Looks like $320,000, I think.
Yeah, there's, this year for the Renew This program, there's about $700,000 available. But, you know, what most people don't know is that not all the money that's available goes to the business grants. A lot of it's set aside for when we have a capital improvement project to do. You know, like the Diamond Street Road, for example, or when we do K Street, Mojave, we're doing that next year. Kind of the same way we did Diamond Street here. You know, the main downtown drag in one of those communities. So looks like 350,000, 325,000, something there is going to be available for the business grants this year, and the rest will go in that capital improvement pot.
Yeah, they didn't really establish the dates. Last year, they ended at the end of October. They usually give us 2 months to apply for if we want to. So either we can come out with a notification, I would say within a few weeks, or they might push it back in November. I'm not sure. But that's coming up, so we did establish a grant program, and I'd like to have Daniel chair it for us. So I need a motion from the board to accept Daniel as the chair. Dan moves. Bill seconds. Okay, any discussion on Daniel being chairman for the grant committee? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Those opposed? That's the biggest problem. If you don't start the paperwork toward the end of the cycle, it's a little too late. They just don't feel it's overwhelmed. So if you get them to start writing things down, and then you just meet again, and you update it and change it a little bit, get them going. Sometimes it's just easier to get grants done. And it's usually pretty hectic the last week, and sometimes even the last day. But it's a program that's good. I think Roseman got 68,000 this past year.
I think it was 13 grants.
Yeah, 14 grants we got. And last year we got around 58,000.
Can you imagine 12 or 14 or 15 grants every year?
Yeah.
For, you know, businesses to improve the way they live on profit.
Yeah, there was
Pretty cool.
Yeah, there was 10 last year, or 2 years ago, and 14 was last year, so yeah, I think it's making a big improvement. I do know that Reuben and Keith and Son said that they painted the little building on the corner of Roseman Boulevard and Scherer Highway. That was part of their grant, so they had half of their stuff
You
done.
know, they also got a new gate.
Yeah, that was part of that grant too.
Yeah.
So they maybe just about completed their grant.
Wow.
If you know of anybody that is looking, that's working on their projects with their grant money, I'd like to kind of collect pictures for the website, so if you can just pass it around if you hear of anybody that's working on their projects.
Times. We do want to, we did our first ribbon cutting for the church directly across the street from us on Locust and Scherer Highway. We had a big crowd that turned out. It's kind of hot out there, but it's a nice day. So we did that ribbon cutting for them, and we'd like to do additional ribbon cuttings or look at doing a mixer for some of our businesses. We did those back in '95 before we joined the AV Chamber. So it's a program that we like to start doing again. Laura, would you like to make any comments?
I'm just looking forward to doing ribbon cuttings and mixers.
Well, our operations and maintenance buildings will be done at the end of the year, so first quarter next year we thought it was pretty bad.
Oh, okay. And where's that located? Is it 100 and...
Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to drive.
Well, maybe not have a bus, huh? Bus them in, bus them out.
You said like at the end of December?
No, the end of January.
Oh, then, okay.
Yeah.
That works because,
We'll be finished at the end of December, but we're having a really nice observation deck on the road. It'll be a nice place.
we'll be done with the parades by then.
That is true. So we haven't scheduled any mixers or ribbon cuttings at this time. We do want to work on our membership too. Mr. Patel, as the vice president, is in charge of the membership committee. Debbie at the office had put together a list of businesses. And how many did she have, Flora? About 100 or so in the Roseman area? She's been working on it for a couple of few months.
I haven't looked at the number, I just know that we started like with 400, and I'm just having her go wean them out to like who's not existing anymore, taking those out, and we're gonna be looking at, working on those people. Along with our September Fest.
Yeah, so we have the September Fest coming up a little over a month. We might have that ribbon cutting for Diamond Street, which takes a little time to plan. But we would like to do a push on membership, at least send out applications and invitations to join. Here's when we do work a little bit at, people do come in. We'll have to spend a little time, so Mr. Patel would like to call a meeting whenever it's convenient for him. And if anybody would like to sit in with us on that, you're more than welcome. Certificates that we did originally, Jesse and Jennifer are the ones that did it for us. I talked to them. They still have some of those certificates left. They do have a list of all the people we did them for. I talked to them about it. We'd like to do those, use those up and provide them to our members that are current members at this time. So maybe within a week I should have that information. And we'll try to get those out to the people that will get membership classes. And we also are looking at designing a new logo. I think Tom made comments about our logo a while ago. The one with the gates, some people feel that the logo isn't very representative of us, and that we might want to change it. So we're looking at that at this time. And then we'll bring it back to the board. The board will have to approve if we change the logo. So if anybody has ideas of what we should change in the logo or how we might want to do it, we're always open to everything.
Okay, so would you let me bring some to the next meeting then?
Yeah, or if you want to, if you want to email it, we can even take a look at it earlier. I know Charlene's working on the logo. We had the Roseman Chamber of Commerce painting on the north side of our building, and when Jet painted that on there, he put poppies on it. There's some poppies on the corner, so you know it's kind of dressy compared to just having the Roseman Chamber of Commerce. Charlene sort of felt that that would make a new better logo, but then some people say the poppies are Lancaster's, the Lancaster logo. So, you know, we really should look at that logo and copy it. You want to be unique in that way. And they talked about branding 2 years ago when we first started the chamber. So any ideas or thoughts? We'd like to hear from a membership or hear from anybody from the director what they think or how they might want to proceed on that. Any other comments on our logo or the thoughts of doing a new logo?
I think we should be simplified, something that's easily recognized. I do agree that the copies are more Lancaster, the copies that we don't have that many out here.
I can see it, a rose or something out back for Roseman.
Well, the comments with the one we have is it has a gate that's only partially open, which, as Tom said, it doesn't give us an open feeling. It's like you have to sneak through the gates to get into Roseman. That's not what we want to portray. Roseman's been the gateway to progress because of Edwards Air Force Base. Everything that flies today practically was tested out there.
It's
So,
always been tied to Edwards.
yeah. So I guess I think we definitely want to think about this before we vote on some new logo for the chamber. Put some thought in it, because once we do it, we'll do letterhead and things like that. So we don't want to have the cost of it twice. And it seems to work real well. We have our trade meetings there. There's more room. You're not so crowded, so that part works out real good. Then I think Gail and Paul are the ones that painted the room for us, and then I cleaned the carpet, so the conference room looks real good.
You have painting from, that's something for your empty wall.
Yeah, we do need to put something up there. And then one other item that Laura brought to my attention, Desert News had an article in about Wells Fargo donating $1,000 to senior center here, and they actually talked about they're looking at the idea of maybe opening a bank. I know 1 or 2 meetings ago we sounded like nobody was going to come to Roseman, but now Wells Fargo puts in the paper that they might come. So I sent that information over to Stan and Edwards Credit Union and told them, wow, you know, Wells Fargo's said they're looking at us, so maybe it's time to decide. And I also told them, I think the first bank that comes to Roseman is going to grab most of the business. The people they just want a bank here that can support them and place, so we don't have to run the Lancaster reports here with the business. So that's about all I have. Bob, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
I would like to say I apologize for missing the meeting. That's the first one I missed since I've been on this board. I had the pleasure of going down to the Department of Motor Vehicles and renewing my driver's license. And I sit there and sit there and sit there. And finally, when I got out of there, they had given me the test. They had given me this. They had taken my picture. They did all this kind of stuff and everything. And when I got home, I was so tired that I just went to bed. But I did get 3 days later, I got in the mail my driver's license renewed till 2020. And so I thought, for an 84-year-old man that can still drive, and my kids immediately jumped on me and said, Dad, you can't drive. I said, why? He said, you know you can drive. It's the idiots that's on the road we worry about. So I apologize for missing your meeting, but I'm really happy to get my driver's license. I've got kids all over the state. And when you can't drive, I didn't realize what it would be like to not be able to drive. I've been driving since I was 13 years old. Anyway, I apologize to you other board members, but I would like another suggestion. Could it be a possibility, Terry, that you could send out the notices and everything for the meetings that we're going to have, and send out notices to us so that we know? I appreciate you calling today, because what happened is that I forgot about them. This is the time we have a meeting. I was doing some other stuff. Terry luckily called and said, behind the meeting. And I said, thank you. Anyway, I appreciate there's a lot of stuff going on. I really love Diamond Street. I love the church that they put across. And there's just a lot of good things that I hear talking about. Then I hear a lot of bad things happening with the RCSB and everything else. I don't know. Thank you for letting me know, Gary.
Yeah, normally I send out an email to all the board members, and I just was too busy and it slipped my mind. So
I know you're busy, but
I'll try to do a better job next month. Laura, would you like to make a few comments?
I would actually like to thank everybody that went to the Rosemont night at the Jethawks. And also, I've been really working on putting more information on the website. So if you guys can just like check out the website and let me know what you think, if there's anything I need to add or take off, because maybe there's something about your business that you don't want on there. So that's just what I ask from you guys. And thank you for coming.
Now, some people do not want their phone number or address on the website, and if that's the case, you have to let us know. We typically take the information that we've received and we put it up on the website, but a member has a right to not have the information
Right.
if they don't want it.
Like I just took Jack's address off because I noticed that Jack's address was on the website. Unless you want it on the website.
There's no real need for it, because
So-
every address corporate account, so.
Yeah,
not-
so
not
I did take your address off the website.
The new membership application will actually have a block on there asking them what information they want to share if it gets approved. And then we won't have to question it, it's just what can we share on your behalf?
And we'll most likely have the new membership application available once we do our new logo.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of waiting for, is the new logo.
Sort of held off. Ken, do you have any comments? No. Bill? You don't want to tell them that you're on vacation for a while?
I'm retired, man.
No, you're.
I got a house on, I bought a house on the river, Lake Gatton. I find excuses not to come here.
Well, you should enjoy your life.
Yes, sir.
Being a retired guy, that's one of the privileges. Okay, we'll open it up to,
A few quick points. Kind of talking about what Bob mentioned about the agenda and meeting notices, that we're having a meeting. I'd like to see if we could actually get the agenda emailed out on the Monday before the meeting. According to the bylaws, it needs to be ready on that Monday. And if you're going to be emailing a notice to the board members anyway, it shouldn't be that hard just to add the membership to an email, just to email out the agenda so we know what's going to be discussed at the meeting. We still need on the agenda a section for member comments. That's not on the agenda. I know we're doing it now, but it's not agendized. I'd like to see somebody from the board attend the RMAC meetings because the chamber is on the agenda for the RMAC, and they do expect somebody to say what the chamber is doing. Normally it's myself or Jack, one of the other members that's there, that just stands up and says, just kind of gives a brief overview of what happened at the meeting right before. I'd like to know what the chamber actually has planned to not just help market the business members of the chamber, but to actually help the business members of the chamber grow and expand their businesses. What business services is the chamber going to help its members with? Utilization of Diamond Street. Now that the project is basically done, I'd like to see the chamber or another group in Roseman here put on an event on Diamond Street once a month, twice a month, something like that, where we use the street for either a car show or just some kind of event to bring people out, to get them to socialize, meet their neighbors, meet the business owners, and find out who's really in our community. I'd like to see more board member participation in the meetings. It seems like our meeting tonight was 45 minutes of Terry talking and not a lot of other board participation. I'd like to see more of what our board members want to say and what they would like the direction of the chamber to move into.
You're welcome to take my position after my time's up. I'll vote you for it.
Looking at the budget, I just kind of grabbed a copy, I'll give it back to you, Laura, of the budget. On the budget, we have negative income budgeted. We need to change that. We should not have negative income.
Okay, that's the way that you're looking at that, and you shouldn't be looking at it like that.
Okay. Under the income section, you have,
Can I see what you're talking
yes,
about?
yeah, I'll be happy to show you.
What are you looking at?
So here, we have budgeted,
No, those are event expenses.
right, it's under income, and it's a
Yeah,
negative
this is the way-
budgeted amount.
This is the way that I'm looking at it.
That may be the way you show it, but it is still income. We cannot have a negative income reported on our
Okay,
report.
the only thing is,
So it happens
Okay.
here, here,
No.
here, here. And we cannot show a negative, it's
Okay.
still an income. We need to show the income. If it goes out, it needs to be shown as an
Yes.
expense, not a negative
yeah, I'm
income.
not going to change it, okay?
All right, the other thing is,
My comment there.
Hold on.
let me just,
Laura,
Is that
then I'll
okay?
finish.
let me just finish real quick. I've got just 2 more items. I'd like to see all the board members face the audience during a meeting. Terry, personally, I find it very disrespectful for you to sit on the end and face the board members rather than sitting with the rest of the board members and facing the membership. I went ahead and I pulled up the extra table and added the chairs to make sure that there's enough room. The RMAC is able to do it. I don't see why our board can't do it as well, just as a courtesy to the members that are here. And the last thing is, according to our bylaws, I still believe that we have no legitimate president for our chamber. So I would like to ask the chamber directors to go and actually choose a legitimate president. The officers for our chamber are chosen at the same time as the elections are held, which is yearly. Therefore, terms are a 1-year term. The president cannot be president for more than 2 terms in a row. So right now, it's the 3rd year, we need a new president. And that's it for my comments. Thank you.
Get on for Diamond Street. I think you guys need to look in getting in contact with Caltrans. You have 2 signs over by one by Avenue A, and you have one by Dawn Road that says Visitor Center. And see what we can do to make those signs be attractive for people to come down to Diamond Street. You go to the chamber because you have all the information for the whole entire community, all your literature, all your paperwork, for housing or whatever, real estate and so forth. Track them there instead of having them go down to Albertsons where there's nothing there at Albertsons. There's nothing there. We've been there many times. And this is for you guys, the chamber, where you're trying to attract people, and if we don't have nothing on that freeway, people are going to go to another location and not know what's going on. So I think it's an opportunity for you guys. The signs are there. All you got to do is help Caltrans make them and divert them over to the Chamber of Commerce of Roseman, and that'll draw more people off that freeway onto Diamond Street. So that's something for you guys to look into.
So the question for you would be, are you willing to make that call for them to take this on as a project? Or would you like to toss it to
It's for the chamber. I mean, well, I'll make a call, but it's for the chamber.
that's
It's
a
not for the
two-part
community watch
question.
program. I mean, it's for the chamber.
That's a
You know,
two-part question. Are they willing to accept the responsibility of being the visitor center? There's 2 questions.
Well, you go to every city in Southern California off the freeway. All the visitor centers are the chamber of commerce. If you really look at it, in some places you have, Cal City. You have a visitor center out in the middle in the field. It's a little visitor center. You go into Lancaster, it sends you to the Chamber of Commerce in Lancaster off the freeway. Palmdale is the same thing. You go down to Acton, they have their little organization there off the back in Waldoosa Canyon Road. That's where their visitor center's at, where people can get off the freeway to go to. You go down to Santa Clarita, it goes down to their Chamber of Commerce. Same thing with Simi Valley or anywhere else. It's always a Chamber of Commerce because they are the organization that has all the information regarding the whole entire community. Nobody else does. they do. They represent that community as a chamber, so it's something for you guys to look into, make it happen, and draw the people here.